Good evening, Postal family. What's going on? My name is Syed. Welcome back to my channel. How's everybody doing this Tuesday evening? Well, today I'm just looking at NALC versus Teamsters. The two differences. I'm just looking in detail on what's going on with NALC and why Teamsters is so successful. I'm just going into all the details, just getting to the real grindy stuff, what's going on with them, why are they so successful, and then why is NALC so far behind. But first, if you're new to the channel, my name is Syed. Postal content is what I love to do, all about. And I thank all you guys who are on my channel. Thanks so much for all the support. I can't thank you guys enough. What you do, all the comments, wonderful, informative comments you all leave me. Granted, there's some not so iffy good ones too, but I'm used to it. It comes with the territory, so we don't get all the stuff we like to read. Sometimes everybody has that's the thing I respect most. Everybody, whatever's on their mind, they let it loose on the comments and let me know how I'm doing, or any information they have, they pass it along to me. Thanks so much. Keep giving the channel the thumbs up. It really helps out the algorithm. And everything else is great. Hope everybody's doing good. It's warming up a little bit. April, we're on the 15th, so the contract will start seeing some raises coming into the 19th. That's when the contract goes into effect, and then all the good stuff, the back pay and all that. So some of you guys don't want me to do, I sound like I'm negative, so I'm not going to complain too much. I thank God for everything. And, it is what it is. We're blessed to have the NALC and all the good stuff, the contract. And granted, arbitration didn't go our way, but, we'll look positive into going into 26. So let's get to today's video. NALC and Teamsters, an in-depth comparison. The National Association of Letter Carriers, NALC, and the International Brotherhood of Teamsters are two significant labor unions in the United States. But they represent different groups of workers and have distinct histories and approaches. Here's a detailed comparison. NALC membership primarily represents city delivery letter carriers working for the USPS. As of June 2023, NALC had approximately 291,046 members. Focus. Advocates for the rights and interests of letter carriers, including wages, benefits, and working conditions within the USPS. They also work to ensure the continuation and improvement of postal services. Collective bargaining. The NALC is the recognized collective bargaining agent for all city carriers within the USPS. They negotiate national agreements with the Postal Service on behalf of their members. They negotiate. Right to strike. Federal law prohibits letter carriers, like other public employees, from striking. That's our one weak point that holds all of us back from getting what we truly deserve. This is the key word right here, striking. Everybody else, you look at the different organizations, we're looking at Teamsters right now. How they ended up getting the wages they deserve. Here's the key word, striking. But some president way back when had to add it somewhere into law that postal service carriers are robots. They will not be able to strike. They will work for low wages. Well, no, don't get me wrong. We're blessed to be where we're at, but in comparison to inflation, I'm saying, the wages we can't get, we can't strike. That's the key word we're looking at. This significantly influences the NALC's negotiation strategies. No kidding. Lobbying. The NALC has traditionally focused on lobbying Congress to protect the interests of letter carriers and the Postal Service. Member engagement. While the NALC has a large membership, some members have expressed concerns about the union's transparency and the responsiveness of its leadership. Recent contract rejections indicate a desire for more aggressive advocacy. Benefits. NALC members have access to federal employee benefits, including health insurance that skyrocketed. and retirement plans. The union also offers its own health benefit plan. Structure operates with local branches and national leadership that eats all the union dues that the carriers pay. Stewards at the local level handle day-to-day issues and grievances. International Brotherhood of Teamsters membership represents a diverse range of blue and white collar workers in both the public and private sectors. While historically known for representing truck drivers and warehouse workers, their membership includes workers in various industries, such as freight, warehousing, package delivery, UPS, sanitation, and more. As of 2023, they had nearly 1.3 million members. Focus aims to improve wages, benefits, and working conditions for its members across different industries through collective bargaining, the true collective bargaining, and other forms of advocacy. Collective bargaining. The Teamsters negotiate contracts with numerous private and public sector employers. Their contracts are known for settling standards for wages, healthcare, job security, and retirement benefits. Right to strike. As a private sector union for many of its members, the Teamsters have the ability to call for strikes if negotiations fail or members' rights are perceived to be violated. There's that key word again. They get it done, they strike, and thus they get the higher wages and better lifestyle and all the good stuff. The threat of strikes can be significant tool in their negotiations. Political involvement. The Teamsters are a politically active union and have historically been a significant campaign contributor. While they supported both Republican and Democrat candidates in the past, they have leaned towards the Democratic Party in recent decades. Member engagement. The Teamsters emphasize member participation in building a stronger union, from supporting co-workers by joining local committees. Benefits. Teamsters members typically enjoy real competitive wages, comprehensive health care coverage, retirement plans, other benefits negotiated through their specific collective bargaining agreements. Structure. Has a large and complex structure with local unions, regional bodies, and an international leadership. Something our beloved NALC just stands for letter carriers, they don't have that. So I don't know why I'm doing this comparison just for the heck of it. So, but there is no comparison. Teamsters just outweighs NALC on every subject, everything. And the keyword primarily the striking. They can strike, we can. Simple as that. Key differences summarized. Feature: National Association of Letter Carriers, International Brotherhood Teamsters. Primary membership: U.S. city letter carriers, diverse trucking, warehouse sector, public, federal government. Right to strike legally prohibited. Generally for many members. Bargaining focus: USPS national agreements. Lobbying emphasis: strong focus on congressional lobbying, less emphasis on direct congressional lobbying for all members. Member benefits: federal employee benefits, NALC health plan, the best plan on the market. Site. Negotiated benefits specific to employers. Potential for NALC to join Teamsters. The possibility of NALC members switching to Teamsters has been discussed among letter carriers. And it's very seriously in all of our minds right now. I kid you not. It is, isn't it, guys? The possibility of NALC members switching to Teamsters has been discussed among letter, particularly when dissatisfied with NALC contracts or representation. However, several factors make this a complex issue. Decertification. There's that huge word again, decertification of NALC. For the Teamsters to represent USPS letter carriers, the current NALC would likely need to be decertified by its members through a formal process. This can be challenging undertaking. Legal restrictions. The legal framework governing federal employee unions, including no strike clause, would still apply even if the Teamsters were to represent letter carriers. So that law that the president or whoever installed will still haunt us even if we get Teamsters. What the heck is going on, guys? It's like carriers cannot get a break unless there's an act of Congress that changes that law. That's the only way we will get out of that situation. Would still apply even if the Teamsters were to represent letter carriers. This could limit Teamsters' traditional bargaining leverage. There would be no leverage then. Organizational differences. The Teamster structure and approach to bargaining might need significant adjustments to effectively represent a large group of federal employees under existing regulations. Member preference. While some NALC members might favor the Teamsters, others may prefer to remain with the union, specifically focus on the unique aspects of postal work. In conclusion, while both the NALC and the Teamsters are significant labor unions advocating for their members, they operate in different sectors, represent different workforces, and have distinct approaches to collective bargaining and advocacy. A merger or large-scale switch of membership would face considerable legal and organizational hurdles. I love that document. I love that. That comparison was awesome. NALC on one side, and then Teamsters, the private sector, and they represent public too. But that's just want to deep dive into the comparison of what we are blessed with, NALC, and then what the Teamsters out there with the how many thousands and thousands of employees, companies they represent, what it's like, what kind of benefits they give out, and all the bargaining they win. Like I said, the keyword there was striking. We can't strike. So that limits everything. When you think about it, at the end of the day, the strike results everything. The past few years, we've seen so many companies turn to strike, and then next thing you know, the strike is over in a few days, few weeks, whatever it may be, and then they have their results. The wages they demanded, they got. So that's where we are right now. NALC, we're blessed. Thank God for everything. NALC, no disrespect to anybody, no getting angry, not complaining. So, but it is what it is. We are with the NALC. We gotta stand with them for right now, and better times ahead. Hopefully with the new president, and we'll go from there when whoever comes in. So. A lot of you were mentioning that I'm with James Henry, and so I stick with James Henry. I have my own reasons. So Mike Cariff is awesome. So whoever gets the win, they're both great. They will have a good leadership team. So, but that we still got rent fraud right now. So somebody was also mentioning that once our new the 26 contract comes in, he'll still be the president at that time. So he will be the negotiator for that one too. God help us. So that's something we really don't look forward to. But as time approaches, we'll have to deal with it. So that's it for today's video, guys. I just want to look at in detail NALC versus Teamsters. And some of the different aspects of both unions. That's it. Thank you, guys. Until next time, Mailman Syed out. Remember, stay safe out there, and always check out your surroundings. And there's a lot of crimes going on against carriers, so Please be on the lookout always and take care of yourselves. Mailman Syed out.